on to episode 7 of Stellaris. I know it's been a while since I posted a video. I took a couple days because I had a birthday, and now I'm back. So, just to recap here, this is us right here. Our leader is 88 years old. We are a dictatorship. Upon our leader's death, we will have an election for a new leader. We're like the militarist. Our ruler traits is home in the sky and champion of the people, which is pretty good. Sorry, I am setting my timer real quick. And here we go. Now, before I unpause real quick, I'm going to go into the science. Ooh, we do have science that we need to learn. Let's go for plasma throwers, which ignore 60% of armor, but they're not good against shields, but we can offset that with building ones that eat shields, so shouldn't be too bad. As you can see, this is us. Now, we are in a confederation with the United Nations of Earth, who really like us, and I believe we were trying to work on getting these guys to join it. Which shouldn't take too much to get going. So alright. Now, one thing that I've noticed about us is that we were planning to expand this way. And maybe we can get something going on with these guys so we can get them in alliance or build our military. One of the two. Because these guys down here, I believe it's these guys, Commonwealth people down here. I think they're the biggest threat to us. Let's get this thing rolling. I think we had just settled this one. Okay, we have a new faction. Yeah, these guys really hate that we're in a federation.
Construction complete.
Okay, these guys right here, they want us to, one of them I'm not gonna do. What is this? All species. I'm misreading this somewhere. I just didn't finish reading it. only 5 of them, and hopefully they will not stay around for long. What is these guys want? But yes, we're working towards that, getting more money coming in. Alright. Yes, I see that. Right there.
Construction complete.
Now let's look at these planets. This one should be a pretty, oh, this one's really going to settle. And that's mainly this one right here. Because you see the little purple ingram there? That is a sign of a resource. That resource allows us to increase power. So, I'm going to go ahead and get a colony going on here. Sorry about that. Our ruler has just died. Let's finish naming this real quick though. And there we go, Scotland. We had a request for one of our planets being named that, so there we are. Scotland it is. Now, this is our first election. I kind of want to go look around and see who we got. We got 4 guys here. It's going to cost us 200 influence. So, this guy right here is really old. So I'm probably not going to go with him because he's 84. So we wouldn't have a long time with him. And I believe he's our admiral, which would not be bad. We don't have one I wanted to go with, so really I don't think. Oh, we do, but they're 70. I kind of want to go a little militaristic, but let's go with Frontier Outpost. Building costs down 15%, and Colony Influence costs down 15%. Building costs down 10%, and Leadership experience gained by 10%. And they're also our youngest one, so that means they should be around the longest. And you get to choose them if you choose to do that. Now we could just ignore it and it would give us a random one. So just keep that in mind. Now, one thing I do want to look at is we can build destroyers, right? Yes, that's all we can build. Okay. They're literally the same thing. Sorry, it's been a couple of days. I'm just checking to see how we could do lasers.
Tile blocker cleared. System survey complete. Project complete.
I'm just gonna name this class the DL class. And all it is because destroyer and laser class, that's all I was doing on that one. Okay, let's go ahead and upgrade a couple of these around here. That way we can get this, our resources coming in. Now the only bad thing is with these guys here is we have to make sure that we're able to move between their territories. Between us and Earth. Now, that's not the worst thing,
Construction complete.
but it's also not the best thing. Just put them on auto. Now, we do need to increase our science a little. We also need to increase our military strength, I think.
Research complete. System survey complete. Anomaly found.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this colony central, because that means we can upgrade our colony capitals to level 3. And then we can upgrade all the other buildings as well. AI forming defensive packs.
System survey complete.
No, we are going to be aggressively colonizing here, probably. Now we do need to get some more minerals, I do know that, coming in. Just so that we can build up faster.
Anomaly found.
Okay, this is another moon here that we can colonize, which is not terrible. At the moment, it looks like our people are really unhappy.
Situation log updated. Colonization in progress.
We'll spend some influence here and increase our happiness by 10% for 10 years. Oops. And the reason why I did that was to try to get these people to be happy. And it just goes to be with some of our factions they're a member of. Data increase them to 12%. We do have a little bit of unrest because of that, but
System survey complete. System survey.
it's probably these guys here, the militaristic guys here. And they're just very unhappy that we're in the Federation, which we could break the Federation. which we might do. We actually might maybe vassalize these guys here. United Nations of Earth. So, and if we did that, it wouldn't be too bad. And if we did that, we need to colonize these guys and get them up and running. We need to get our economy up and running quick. We are a little behind, if you ask me about that.
Incoming transmission.
Sure, we'll go with that.
System survey complete.
But if we colonize this one, we're gonna lose something. Probably in there. That way it could become a mineral planet, more or less. I don't remember how strong that is, so in that area, but I do know this, we do need to get some type of military up and running, so let's build 2 more ships just to get them up and running. That's just, oh, that's why it's Federation. Armada. I gotcha. Now, we have 6 of 5 planets now in our system, so that does cause us to not make as much minerals, so we need to make a sector. But I'm gonna hold off on making that sector just yet, and that is because these guys are really unhappy. That's because we have too many planets. Okay. But the only reason why I'm doing that is because I want to go ahead and get it set up. And we don't have research yet, but we will shortly now, because now that we have that resource, now it should pop up to be able to research it. So that'd be good. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and build this here. Go ahead and build one of these here. And let's go ahead and build, let's leave it like that. Now one thing we could do, and I think we should, but now we do have another colony going, we should do here in Scotland, is go ahead and get an AI built. And I'm gonna build him on this food, because robots is what I meant by AI. They're very good at building, getting minerals and food. They are horrible at anything else. Just keep that in mind if you are building minerals or building them. And they do cost 1 power to run as well. So now we have a new these here. Now we have been doing a lot in diplomatic and expansion, and I'm just gonna look at expansion real quick. That's really good right there, because that would make more unity, which means that we can get another one early on, or we can get where we should have popped this earlier on, to tell you the truth. I really think so. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop it because it makes it cheaper to build mining stations by adopting that. And we oh, we had to pop that. Whoops, my bad. It's alright though, because that just reduces the cost of ships. So when we get bigger fleets and stuff, it'll be a lot cheaper. So I should have popped this one first, but it's okay. We'll do that one next. See, this right here is a resource. I'm gonna go in and go ahead and get it real quick, because we could use that, because whatever it does for us, we can actually start to find it and then colonize around it to get it in our system. Now, we are going to settle here next, if I'm not mistaken, which is fine. That's where we need to, but building out here would be a good idea too. I know I'm doing this rapidly and quick, and it might not be the best move in the short term, but in the long run, I think it will be really good, because we're just expanding our system to build up our networks, so we get more resources in. And we have found a pre-existing civilization. They are in the late industrial age, which is good. What I'm gonna do is, what type of planet is this? Tundra, which would be really good for us if they joined our people. So what I'm gonna do is, what is this science ship doing? There we go. Get them surveying systems. I'm going to find our construction ship, which is doing its thing down here. We really need to just go ahead and build another construction ship. That's what we need to do. So I'm going to go up to Lionheart Village, which we could use some upgrades in here as well. And I'm going to build us a construction ship. Now, Federation ships, now we can't build one. Design with automatically generated by will be updated. What? Okay, whatever. What that is, if we go into ship design, I don't know if I went over this before or not. I can go over to Federation. It means, I believe it's just a federal ship. It means that the Federation can only use them. But I'm guessing it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dismantle that one. Just because we can't move them together. And right now we need to have our ships doing it, not just us. We're in the Federation basically just in case we're attacked right now, because we are planning to betray them and colonize, or not colonize, vassalize them, and then make them part of our empire, because it would be nice to have an empire that stretched all the way through out here. I mean, these guys are expanding rapidly on our border. Who are these guys? They are these guys here. The Star Council. I do not like that at all, and I just declared them a rival. By doing that, we're also going to increase our influence. So, our influence right now, we're losing 1 for military suppression. Oh, okay. We're suppressing the military systems. right now, which is not bad because we probably should take that off. And I'm probably going to do that. It was good to keep them low, but we are probably about to enter some wars. It'll increase our... And they're really a minority. There's only 7 of them. And there's 8 of these guys. But there's 13 in this faction. So we're working towards that slowly. And they really like just keeping the peace. And these guys right here, there is 19 of these guys. Which is okay. I don't mind. We're going to conquer them. We're just going to be nice to them after we conquer them. We're not going to enslave them or anything like that. That's the idea anyways. How long have we been paused? Probably a long time. I apologize for that. But it's okay. That happens a lot. If you play by yourself, you'll forget that you have the game paused and be like, why is the time not moving? Now, no, that's just us doing that. Okay. Our leader gained a level. That's good. And our Starforge. I'm trying to increase our energy and our mineral output is what I'm really working on right now. Trying to increase, because we don't have a spaceport on this planet yet. And we got another one being settled here. And another one being settled here? Yes, here. And I'm planning to build a military outpost right up here. As soon as our construction ship is done and we have a little bit more minerals. I think it is done, yes. Now, we are settling here, so that's going to push out our borders throughout here. So I'm also going to do it, I'm thinking right here, because that should catch that tin mineral as well. And we do have a lot of stuff to build up out here too. So actually, before we do that, before we build another one, I'm going to go ahead and link up all of these as much as possible, because that would increase our mineral outtake. Alright, we have another colony underway, which is going to expand our borders over here more. And hopefully eventually we'll link up through here. Even though we can't travel through here, link up, and eventually we will hopefully own these guys, so it won't really matter. Just these colonies we might have to build a second fleet over here just as a defensive fleet if we go to war with these guys, and have our offensive fleet come in this way, because their capital is here. That would be our main goal. That's one of the reasons why we're probably not going to let anybody else join the Federation if we can help it. That way they're kind of standing alone, because right now they're in Federation with us. They have trade deals, robbery. We do have a lot of them right there. That's gonna be an issue. And have a minority treaty with these guys. Now that's the thing. We can't get a minority treaty with these guys, can we? No. But that's okay.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
So you want somebody else to join the Federation? We're gonna vote no. And the main reason why we're doing that is because we're planning to colonize these guys. It might sound dirty, but to do that, but that is part of the game. Why did these guys... Hey! These little asses. Pardon my language. They just colonize there. That is an active war. We're probably going to end up at war with these guys first. Because they are literally going to steal a 7 mineral from us, a 9 mineral from us. They're not going to get that 10 mineral though. Is there another place that we can settle really quickly? These guys have settled there, never mind. I'm going to move these guys there. And there's our alarm. Now, before I end this video, I'm going to go ahead and pause it here. Look at something real quick, because that's going to be a clip. That's a very big cliffhanger. These guys are the council guys. Sorry, it's the way I think. Alright. They have a higher fleet capacity. We really need to increase our mineral intake. They are overlords of someone. A defensive pack with these gentlemen right here, who are these guys here. Alright, I think we could take them as long as these guys stay out, or we are fine. I think we could take these guys and destroy and conquer these territories. The problem is military build-up. It might have to wait 10 years, but we'll lead the Federation if we have to conquer them. Now, one thing I do want to do is get this up and running, and get these up and running, so then we can actually start to pump out the ships. Now, before we get off, I know this video's been a little bit longer. Building these cruisers are going to really help in 32 months. And having these right here, because we can have one set of cruisers going for shields and one going for armor, which is not bad. And then just have some missile, and then have a missile class ones kind of for range. This, whenever we start the battle, they fire, kind of just keep them on their toes. So, till next time. And yes, that is very, very annoying. That is very, very bad right there. Well, not bad. It's very annoying. Makes me mad. Makes me want to go to war. We're just not ready yet. And what I mean by we're not ready is we only have 450 power, and there's it. But we have plenty of space here, and we'll have to make a sector, which we will be doing over here is what we'll be doing. This will be a sector. We just have to clean it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and right before we get off, I know I already said this twice, is we'll do that, and we will build another big gun ship. Go ahead and start being pumped out. The idea is once we get this to 1,000, we'll go in here and we'll clean out these, and we'll colonize right here as well. And that will be a nice little sector right there. Three planets to colonize. It will be called the Scotland sector. You know, we don't have main control over it. It will still show it, and it will show it when we get to that point. So until next time, thank you for watching. This is the Don 469 signing out for now.